It'll be the NEC versus the SEC once again, and we'll tell you all about it next on NEC Now. We all remember when Robert Morris men's basketball shocked the world of college athletics by upsetting SEC member Kentucky in the first round of the NIT back in March. Now, Bryant Baseball will get its chance to pull a postseason upset of an SEC member. That's because the NEC tournament champion Bulldogs are headed to the NCAA Regional in Manhattan, Kansas, where they'll first face the Arkansas Razorbacks on Friday night at 8 o'clock. Over the next few minutes, we'll take you inside that Manhattan, Kansas Regional and take a closer look at the Bulldogs and Friday night's opponent, Arkansas. Although they're not the regional site host, don't sleep on these Arkansas Razorbacks. They enter NCAA regional play with a 37-20 mark, and they went 18-11 in Southeastern Conference regular season action. The Razorbacks are ranked 12th overall in the latest edition of the Collegiate Baseball News Top 30 poll. Interestingly enough, that position is 3 spots ahead of Kansas State, who will host the Manhattan Regional. The Razorbacks very easily could have been a regional host and are a rather formidable number 2 seed. When asked what he knew about his first-round opponent, Arkansas manager Dave Van Horn said, "Well, I know they're from the Northeast Conference, they're from Rhode Island, and they won 44 ball games, which isn't easy to do." As Van Horn went on to explain, "You don't win 44 games unless you can pitch," said the Arkansas manager. He also said he was rather impressed with Bryant's numbers on the mound and said that the team is a lot like his Razorbacks. Well, a closer look tells us that Van Horn has a very good point, because just like Bryant, Arkansas, they got arms as well. Let's take a look at both Arkansas and Bryant's rotation. Arkansas's top 3 starting pitchers have a combined 18-7 record, and all 3 men have ERAs at 1.94 or lower. On the other side, Bryant's top 4 starters have ERAs of 2.53 or lower, and they combined to go 32-11 this year. And that's not even including Kevin McAvoy's numbers. McAvoy, of course, the sophomore right-hander who pitched an 8-0 shutout in Bryant's tournament-clinching victory over Sacred Heart in Lakewood, New Jersey last Sunday. On the offensive side, Bryant clearly has the more impressive numbers, batting .289 as a team, whereas Arkansas is at .260, but don't put too much into that .260 number, because in the Southeastern Conference, the Razorbacks face some mighty fine pitching. While the Razorbacks offense plates just under 5 runs per ball game on average, Bryant is just under 6 runs a game. Although reaching that 6-run mark won't be easy for Bryant against a formidable Arkansas pitching staff, we know that the Bulldogs can explode at any time. After being limited to just 2 runs in their NEC tournament opening loss to LIU, Bryant exploded for a combined 41 runs over their next 4 games. During that time, in those 4 victories, their pitching staff allowed a total of only 5 runs. 41-5, quite an impressive number for the Bulldogs, and we'll see if they can keep it going against the Razorbacks. Before we go, let's take a quick dive into Friday night's pitching matchup. First, for Bryant. We haven't yet heard from skipper Steve Owens on who he's going to throw against the Razorbacks, but if we had to guess, we'd go with senior right-hander Peter Kellich. Kellich is a 2-time first-team All-NEC selection who started Game 1 of the NEC tournament for the Bulldogs. In the regular season, he pitched to a 0.95 whip, walks hits per innings pitched, minuscule number. He also had a great outing when Bryant visited nationally ranked Oregon State back in February. For Arkansas, manager Dave Van Horn noted that he's likely to give the ball to Barrett Aston. The 6'1" right-hander is 4-4 this year with a 1.94 ERA. He started Game 1 of the SEC tournament for the Razorbacks, and in that performance against Ole Miss, 8 innings, only 5 hits, and only 1 run allowed. It'll certainly be a tall task for the Bulldogs offense up against Aston, but as skipper Steve Owens notes, the Bulldogs have responded to a number of challenges this season.
I mean, we have a really good group of players, and they have worked so hard and listened all year, and we set goals of winning our conference and winning 40 games. And at times, you know, it didn't look like it was going to happen, but we really pushed them, and they responded, and you know, they did a great job.
So as Owens noted, the Bulldogs have gotten 2 goals out of the way, eclipsing the 40-win mark and capturing the NEC tournament title. Now let's see if they'll be able to add another great accomplishment to what's been an unbelievable resume for the Bryant Bulldogs this baseball season. If Bryant does pull the upset over Arkansas on Friday night, come Saturday, they'll face the victor of Wichita State versus Kansas State. K-State, the regional host, 41-17 overall this season, whereas the Wichita State Shockers may have 26 losses on their ledger, but they are a storied program who has been in the College World Series before and is coming off their 18th MVC title. So there you have it. Kansas State, Wichita State, Arkansas, and Bryant. Sounds like an exciting regional, folks. You can watch it all on ESPN3. For NEC Front Row, I'm Ralph Entry. You are watching NEC Now.